Welcome to Networking Squared with Jerry O and Al Crawford. Grab your coffee, hang out for an hour, and learn from their business experts. Now, here are your business squares, Jerry and Al.
Holy cow, put another log on the fireplace, Al. We've got the Christmas lights up here in the studio. We've got a couple of logs in the fireplace. Staying nice and warm. We are Networking Squared. Jerry O and Al Crawford sitting next to me. Al, how are you doing today?
I'm good, but how the heck can it be 13 degrees? What's going on with this 13 degree stuff, man?
I don't know. 13 is not working, and what I'm going to do is Brian, our engineer, is a real big weather-crazed person, and I think I'm going to have him fix the weather for us. So maybe at the bottom of the hour when we do the weather, we'll have him tell us that it's 84 and sunny with a lot of humidity.
I'm a fan. I'm liking that.
Well, that's a good thing. We'll see what he can do with that. And the touching on the weather, it's good that we've got the weather. Let's hit sports. What do you think about the Pistons getting smoked last night at the Palace by the Clippers?
It was pretty abysmal. I was thinking that the 8 or 9 people that were there at the game watching it were probably disappointed.
Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs, and basically what we're thinking, if they stay on this losing streak, Jerry O and Al will be able to afford to buy the Pistons in probably another week.
Well, I think that the Davisons just need to say, okay, Mr. Illich, you can have it, because the price is dropping by the day.
By the day, yeah, it's a sad thing. But, hey, we're paying attention to the sports. We're paying attention to the weather, and we'll get to traffic later on. Let's talk about local business network and what we do all week long, Al.
Our goal is to bring like-minded people together to teach them how to sell through each other. And we're going to have 2 examples of that in studio today. 2 of our members from our Sterling Heights chapter are here to wow us and to show us why they're experts in what they do for a living.
You know, I was reading that these people, this Kevin Higgins guy and his second time on the show, and Ben Fisher actually worked together, putting their business together, and then they're working with the rest of the chapter, and now we're going to get them on the air. I think it's pretty exciting.
And the great thing about it is that without an organization like an LBN, Local Business Network, that's how they met each other. That's how the relationship started. And now they have the ability to work together as a team and to be able to educate not only people within their chapter, but a lot of other people about the amazing things they can do. And with all the craziness going on in the real estate market, you really need somebody that knows what's going on.
Man, I wouldn't want to be buying a house or trying to finance right now unless I was talking to somebody that really knew what was happening. And we have those people in studio today, so it's going to be exciting. And our opportunity to bring people into the studio to teach the listening audience what's happening.
Right, and that's really been one of the questions people have asked us, and they're saying, well, if your show's about networking, why do you have guests in the studio? Well, that's exactly why we have people in studio. Jerry and I are experts in networking. That's what we do best. But we understand that there are people that are experts in far, far many different things. And what we want to be able to do is to spotlight and highlight those people and have them come on the show and be able to show their strengths so that our listening audience has a way to be able to reach out and to be able to touch those people that we really, truly trust.
Well, we do it in many, many different ways. We do it with LinkedIn. We do it with Facebook. And I'm just looking at our Facebook site here. Susan says, I like the 84 and sunny. So we're going to have to take care of that and keep commenting on Facebook. We're going to keep track of you. You keep track of us. And speaking of keeping track of us, Al, we're actually going to be somewhere tonight. We're going to take Networking Squared on the road. And we're going to be out at 21 at Hayes at Wildwood Friendly Tavern. Brothers Righteous Band, my band's going to be out there. We're going to do a 2-man show, going to do some entertainment for you, and then we're going to have Al there, and he's going to do a little teaching on Facebook and networking. We're going to have a laptop. If you want to bring your computer out, you can get some questions answered from Al. That'll be pretty exciting.
And let's just clarify that it's a laptop computer, nothing to do with dancing in any way.
Okay. Yes, it will be a laptop computer because that's really what Al's about. You wouldn't want him doing anything else. So he's gonna give us some tips. We're gonna do some networking. Bring your business cards out. You can hang out with us tonight, and that's gonna be about 7:30, and that'll be out at Wildwood 21 in Hayes. If you're on the east side, please stop out and check us out. Say hi, and let's do some networking, and we can show you maybe a little bit about Local Business Network if you don't know about it.
Yeah, and what I'll also do is if you're there, I'll actually set up a Facebook fan page for you for free.
So that's a pretty cool thing. That's what networking is all about. That is what the Networking Squares, Jerry and Al, that's what we do. And we try to help people. We're going to teach people. As we bring our guest into the studio, we actually learn every week by talking to them, and I'm hoping that pretty much by 4 or 5 years of doing this show, we might be up to like a 6th grade level.
Maybe that may be a stretch, but and I'm still using the rope to tie my pants up, so I'm not so sure. Well,
we're here. It's fun. We've got Kevin Higgins, and that's going to be from Real Estate One in Fraser, and then we've got Ben Fisher. That's Quezon Home Loan out of Warren. So that is a big time alliance together, and some of the things they wanted to talk about. And we always talk industry speak, and one of the things that they had talked about was a strategic alliance. And if somebody said that to me, I'm not really sure I would know what that is. Al, can you help me?
Sure. A strategic alliance is somebody that you have the common goal. The person that you're talking about, you have the ability to both help that person. You can both assist them. And the great thing about it is that it spreads far beyond that, because not only are these two experts in the origination of a mortgage as well as, finding the home, but when those other pieces are needed, maybe the house needs some work, maybe there's some things that need to be addressed, they also have that network of people that you're not out there just blindly finding other people. So they have that relationship. They have those people that they can deal with, that they can recommend and refer you to, so that the whole transition, the whole transaction goes through smoothly with all the different pieces happening in the way that you want them to happen.
So, and this is how networking works and strategic alliance. I guess if we go to the glossary in the back of the networking book, strategic alliance is going to be down there. And when these two gentlemen met, they would have sat down and had a one-on-one. Can you give me an explanation, Al, of a one-on-one?
Sure. There's a lot of misnomers about it, that it's just sitting down there and having some coffee and talking about sports. That's not it at all. It's understanding who each other is as a business person, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and how that they can work together and how they can help each other's business. And in many cases, it's actually having an agreement to say that I can help you, you can help me, and we're agreeing upon how we can help each other, so that you're holding each person accountable for what's being done. And the bottom line is treating their customers righteously, which is a huge part of what we live about and what LBN is about as well.
So for LBN, Local Business Network, and as we talk about some of these terms that we use, being involved in a networking group isn't just showing up and being in the networking group. Being there is actually training, going over, learning what we should do. We go through a severe, or, well, you put I say severe because it's an intense training program, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours, and it's really funny because people who have been in networking for a long time, they come in thinking they have all the answers, and they are so wrong. And so it's for people who haven't been through a new member training that we put on, or some sort of a training like that. You really don't know what you don't know. And that's really something that we really see, that there's a huge uptick in the ability for them to get referrals, generate referrals, get referrals back and forth once they go through this training, because they understand all the specifics of what it's all about.
So training is very, very important. You can't just show up and start networking. You can, but you're really not networking. You're just kind of passing business cards. And part of what we want to do at Local Business Network is teach you how to really network. And any other terms we can talk about right now?
Well, I think that as far as networking goes, it is all about strategic alliances, and it's about having referral partners, and it's understanding who are the people that you want to spend time with. There may be somebody that you know that is a friend and you like them a lot, but there's no way that you can help each other so much with business. You maybe have an occasional ability to generate a referral for them, but it's not somebody that you can day in and day out have that person in your circle. So I think it's about developing that circle of people that can help your business and you can help them.
All right, and as we grow Local Business Network, we're expanding chapters. We've got one we're looking down on Riverview we want to put in, and we've got we're starting them all over the area. We're looking for people that want to increase their business, and even if they have a lot of business, we can get you more business, but we can get you the leads that are going to really bring the money in. Isn't that right?
Well, yeah, and understanding the philosophy of selling through instead of to, what it really is doing is taking that scope of saying, I got 10 or 15 people or 20 people that are my potential customers, and understanding that the reality is that they all know a lot of other people. And if you can teach them what it is that you do and how you do it, the ability to generate referrals becomes amazing, very, very large. And we'll touch upon some of that with Kevin and Ben, because I know they've both experienced it.
All right. Well, it's a lot of fun. We're going to be talking to them, and I got a couple of shout outs. I know Deanne and Madeline are heading out to I don't know where they're going today, but send Denise my love. We can do that. You got anybody you want to say hi to, Al?
Well, I'll say hi to Pam. I know she's listening. It's my wife, and she's in nice and cozy and warm listening to the show, so hi out there.
All right. And we are Networking Squares. We're going to be bringing Kevin and Ben in on the just on the other side of the break. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you on the other side. Networking Squared.